No matter how much you prepare for the arrival of a baby, nothing can fully equip you for the unexpected surprises of parenthood. This was exactly the case for Matt and Nicole Ziesemer from Michigan, who experienced the shock of their lives in the delivery room. After Nicole gave birth, the doctors were left astonished by an incredible discovery. Although Nicole had hoped to become pregnant, the positive result still came as a surprise. Filled with excitement, she couldn't wait to share the news with Matt and decided to celebrate over Labor Day weekend. To make the moment extra special, she bought him a gift. Matt and Nicole Ziesemer, who had been together for 5 years after meeting online in 2012, were about to embark on a new journey. Nicole gave Matt a shirt that read "World's Greatest Father," which was how he discovered she was expecting. With her due date set for January 30, 2018, the couple had just 5 months to prepare for their baby's arrival. As the winter holidays neared, they filled their home with joy, ensuring they had everything ready, from a crib to baby clothes. Unfortunately, during Christmas week, Nicole fell ill with the flu. She hadn't eaten or slept for 3 days, leaving her feeling weak, a detail Matt shared on his Facebook page. Although they had found a hospital that aligned with their personal preferences for a natural birth, it was far from their home, and the Midwestern winter weather wasn't on their side either. By the time the couple got to the hospital and were settled in their room, Nicole's contractions had started to become stronger and more noticeable. But fortunately, a familiar face was working at the very same hospital they had driven to that morning. Someone very close to Nicole and Matt ended up working during the exact time they arrived. At 7 a.m., Nicole's brother Raymond walked in as he was filling in for a 7 to 7 shift at the hospital. So right then, we knew we were at the right place, especially since he never works at Gerber Hospital, Matt excitedly revealed. What are the odds? But Nicole's brother wasn't the only familiar face at Gerber Hospital that day. During the entire time Nicole was in labor, she and the medical professionals did everything they could to ensure the birth was as natural as possible. This included avoiding any scans or tests to check on the baby. However, as the hours passed, the pain worsened, and Nicole was in urgent need of something to ease her discomfort and assist with the birth, even though it wasn't part of her original birthing plan. Thankfully, the epidural helped with the pain and contractions. Nicole pushed for another 2.5 hours after receiving the epidural, but then the baby began showing signs of stress for the first time. At this point, Nicole and I were exhausted and ready to do whatever was necessary to get the baby out, Matt explained. So the doctor used a vacuum due to the baby's elevated heart rate. But this was just the beginning. First, Nicole's water had broken about a month earlier than expected. Then, instead of the planned natural birth at home, they had to drive 2 hours in a midnight blizzard to the hospital, where Nicole endured hours and hours of labor. But their luck was about to double in a way no one could have predicted. The couple was absolutely thrilled to finally welcome their baby daughter into the world. My wife was an absolute trooper. I was so proud of her for what she went through, how she dealt with the pain, and everything else. I also thank the entire staff at Gerber for all they did for us. But just when we thought this wild ride was over, there was still one more twist left. Nicole had just given birth to her adorable little girl, and the new proud mama only needed some minor stitching. But right as the obstetrician started working on the placenta, the medical team realized that something almost impossible had become possible. Everyone thought they had just witnessed and experienced the miracle of life, but it turns out there was something even more unexpected awaiting them. As the doctor checked Nicole to make sure everything was fine, she noticed something that wasn't supposed to be there. What was going on? Dr. Megan Forey, Nicole's doctor, shared, "I reached in to check the patient and realized there was a head." Surprise. The doctor told the happy couple that there was still another baby inside. As soon as they realized Nicole was actually carrying twins, it was time to prepare for the second delivery. Since the couple's family was outside of the delivery room, they had no idea what was going on. How is it that, all this time, nobody knew Nicole was having twins? The couple had tried to keep medical checkups at a minimum, which might explain why nobody knew at the beginning of the pregnancy what was to come. But how did they not know after doing the ultrasound when Nicole was in labor? It turns out that baby Cade was playing a little game of hide and seek and was literally hiding behind his sister during the ultrasound, which is why nobody knew he was even there. Even in this unbelievable situation, the medical team had to put their shock aside and focus on baby Cade. Both newborns had a few medical issues to tackle, but within a week, they were both happy, healthy, and ready to be taken home. Speaking of home though, my first thought after delivering the second baby was, oh crap, we need a second crib, a second car seat, a second everything. Twins are such a special and unique phenomenon, and Matt and Nicole were beyond grateful. They can't imagine what their lives would be like without these two adorable babies. But another thing the family learned through this 3-day madness was that everything truly happens for a reason. Who knows what would have happened with the twins if Nicole had a home birth? Even though I'm more of a natural person, things happen for a reason, and there are definitely times for medical intervention. This was one of those times, Matt confessed. Speaking of medical issues and intervention, this wasn't the end of the story. Remember how the little bundles of love had a couple of medical issues during their first week? It turns out that Cade had respiratory issues right after he was born. Since he was pushed out so quickly and didn't experience contractions, his lungs hadn't expelled the fluid as well as his sisters had. Matt shared this in his original post. Nobody expected Nicole to be carrying twins, so when she gave birth to 2 babies, the doctors had to be extra prepared to take care of them both. Thankfully, the staff was incredible and helped each baby heal properly after the surprise birth. Within a few days, Cade's breathing problem was almost healed, and Blakely was showing signs of being stable enough to go home soon. While Cade was dealing with respiratory issues, Blakely was dealing with a bacterial infection. The doctors prescribed her antibiotics for the next week, but even after the first day, she was already showing signs of improvement. The 2 tough twin warriors were proving that they could handle whatever the world threw at them. Each day, they were getting better and better, and by January 5th, the proud father and loving husband updated the world with more good news. The adorable newborns and Mama Nicole recovered quickly, allowing the family to reunite at home in no time. Transitioning from expecting 1 baby to suddenly having 2 brought its share of challenges, but they received overwhelming support from their loved ones, community, and the kind-hearted people online. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.